Namaste. Welcome to my channel. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and we will be doing our Spiritual Sapience reading for our spiritual guidance. And this will be for August 24th, 2021. There we go. All right, we'll get started. Of course, I'm going to use the Rumi Oracle and the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. I'm going to try and do less readings, reading out of the book. I would like to be able to really focus on bringing the messages forward, but I spend more time, I feel like I'm flipping through the book. But I will read as guided. I will read the Rumi Oracle, but the Nostradamus I will not read as much. So I have pre-shuffled. I have to take those. You know how it is. If they stay on the table, there's a message. So we'll do this quick message first. There are three. Sacred Phoenix Heart, the courage of your love, and you who show the way. And I'm not going to read all these. It's a 33, 38, 21. So we have the 33 master number, 11, and 3. So this is your heart that is rising from these ashes because of the courage of your love. And look at the couple here. Almost feels like there's a different dimension, or this is forward progress. And you who showed the way, it feels like that you are leading a divine masculine or divine feminine on this journey. So I'm going to put those back in and I'm going to reshuffle. So that was a quick message. If the cards stay on the table, then I do like to pull that message, but it has something to do with whoever is watching this, you're leading the way, even though your heart has endured some sort of pain and suffering. You've used it to learn and then to lead your counterpart on this journey. 1. 1. It's the number 6 card, but it says 1. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. Like molten gold poured from the furnace of divine love into one-of-a-kind mold, you are created uniquely and of divine essence. And I kind of think that molten gold is kind of that phoenix rising heart that we just saw. You are the lover and the beloved. There is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey, and there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. You must remember that you are a living heart, a dweller of the center between heaven and earth. This oracle comes to you with particular guidance. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now, a sense perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction, and confusion because of this. You are questioning the path to take. What if you chose this path, and what if it turns out the other would have been better? There is no other word for it. Backwards or forwards it goes, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. You shall manifest your destiny just as the acorn grows from the oak tree. Do not fret or fear. Don't hold back from what feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. It is just the lover that will soon be joined by the beloved. You are recognizing the moment before this occurs. Awesome. I think that just summed up that message that we had prior. Okay, so let's find out more about this message. The lover and the beloved will be joining, and you're trying to figure out, if I take this path or that path, is that going to lead me in the direction of sacred union? But you are you're fretting over it, but you're being asked not to fret over it, that everything is happening in divine timing with divine grace. So this is the Three of Wands that came out yesterday. Choosing that path. The Two of Wands. This is, you've chosen the path. Remember, the Two of Wands is when you're kind of planning, and the Three of Wands is you're starting on the journey. It's the High Priestess. Take a look at yesterday's reading. This is the Nine of Moons, which is the Nine of Cups. Fulfilling. Okay, I'm going to pull the last card and then I'll put all this together. I'm going to read the High Priestess card, Major Arcana. Those are the only ones I want to read now because it just kind of keeps us from going too far into the book. And this is the Six of Stars, being the Six of Swords. The Papyrus presents feminine wisdom, the mysteries and sensitive approach to problems. But she is by no means a gentle, sweet-natured woman. Her power is undoubted and her strength of the deepest and most profound kind. She is, in some ways, the feminine power that men flee from, unable to deal with its strength and purity, which far outstrips their own intellectual pursuits. Her presence indicates a strong and powerful woman whose advice may well be important, but whose influence is overwhelming. When the great queen enters the depths, she renders the place powerful and inaccessible. So you are the one. You are the one that is kind of leading this journey. You are using your divine wisdom to lead this journey. You are in a place of very emotional stability and happiness. And you have found peace. You have you have manifested that position for yourself. And now it has transmuted your heart from the fire to the phoenix. And now you are using that wisdom to be the guide to the divine for the counterpart. Bottom of the deck. The Knight of Wands. This doesn't feel like you. The Knight of Wands is nowhere near powerful as this. This is like a prophetess. This is the divine masculine. This is the energy of him. And this is how you're helping guide him out of this Knight of Wands energy. Kind of that recklessness. impulsive, not really planning and thinking things through. You're being more of a guide right now to the Divine Masculine, using your higher wisdom and spiritual knowing. Very powerful energies. You have elevated to a very powerful place. You have very strong energies, and that's intimidating to this fella. Very intimidating to him. He is terrified of you. He doesn't even know what move to make. He doesn't even know how to approach you. You are so beyond him in spiritual power and understanding and knowing. But you're using that to guide him. Awesome. All right. Thank you. See you next time.